thought I'd start this week's episode with the hydroponics in the kitchen. I haven't used the red charge yet, I haven't cut it back. It's going really well, this one. Really happy with its progress. I've been cutting back the lettuce using that. I've really drastically cut back the rocket that's been used. The Mizuna has been cut back. The only thing which has not grown too well at the moment, and I mean it's got a good root system on it, is the basil. I'm not sure if it likes it in there, but the leaf crops have been fantastic. Been cut down loads and used and then come back again, so I'm really happy with that. Right, I'm pretty sure down the bottom of the garden, hello Sky, you can come out later. I'm pretty sure down the bottom of the garden there is some guttering. I think it's either behind the shed or in the shed. We'll go have a look. Got lots of leaves to clean up. There's a downpipe there. Buried. I think there's some fixtures in here as well. I do need to get on and get organised with this shed, I think. Thought I had stuff put aside. Needs to be squared off as well, doesn't it? It's all circular pipes. I'm not going to be able to do anything with that. Okay, we're going to have to go to B&Q later. So I thought I had some squared guttering, but I don't. I only have the circular guttering, and that won't attach properly. So I'm going to have to go to B&Q. I only need a tiny piece as well. That's the annoying thing. Wish I'd checked that out sooner, but never mind. Right, I think I'm just going to pop down the shed. This week's going to be a short one, I think. I think I'm going to pop down the shed, put the signs up, and then dig a section out while the weather's good, because we've got dry weather this morning, and then for the rest of the week, going from this afternoon, late evening, all the way through for the whole of the week at the moment, it's saying that we're due rain. So I might just get on and have a dig day. A dig day. I think the only thing I need is a downpipe. I don't think I need anything else. I should have really checked, but I was on the way before. I wanted to get it done before I went to the actual allotment itself. Got some clips there as well. That looks like it might be a good idea. I'll grab one, but I think it juts out from the wall a little bit anyway, so yeah, I'll grab that for now. If I've got to come back and get other bits, I have anyway. And then I've got the Waterbutt stand, so you can actually get under the tap. And then I've got a couple more slabs, so one for the actual Waterbutt and 3 more just as I go. But I think that's all we need from B&Q, so I'm going to get out of here before the temptation to spend more money takes over. It's all Christmassy already, look. giant Father Christmas in a helicopter. I like the neon signs though. They're pretty cool. I really like the ones at the top there, the neon Santa and the tree. I'm glad I went to B&Q. I've got the stuff in the back of the car. Let's head down to the allotment. I'm going to make a cup of tea and then we are going to get on and try and fix the guttering. If I can get that done today and a little bit of digging done, I'll be more than happy with the morning. Got quite a bit going on, obviously with the World War II filming, but I've also got other stuff that I need to get done. I've got a job to do to help my sister out later on, and I've got loads to plan because I've got a long day tomorrow on a Sunday going to Nippers rugby. So Shire's got a rugby match. It's over an hour and a half away, and then obviously the game and all the stuff which goes with it. So Sunday's pretty much written off. So I'm going to try and get as much done today as I can. It might be a shorter video, it depends, but look at the sunshine coming through, so really happy with that. As long as it lasts, and then like I said, it's going to rain for the rest of the week. So let's get our butts down the allotment now. Right, first things first, I need a cup of tea. Now, I thought I was sensible and I'd thought ahead, and I brought my ration for tea from home because obviously I'm on the World War II diet. This is my first week, we're just coming up to the end of it. But I didn't bring my strainer for it, so that's not going to do me any favours. So I'm going to have a cup of good old Yorkshire tea from a tea bag. I hope everyone will forgive me for doing that. I know it's outside of the ration. I can take a scoop out of that and remove it because I wanted to see how long this lasted for a week. We've got 2 days left, so I've been having on average 3-4 cups of tea a day, but I have been reusing the tea, loose leaf tea. I'd have a cup of tea and then I'd reuse it, have a cup of tea, then reuse it. So 2 lots really every day. I really want to make the most of the weather today, so I'm gonna have a cup of tea, get the guttering done as main job. I'm gonna weed around the onions because I don't know if you remember me saying a couple of weeks back that when I planted the onions, the easiest thing to do is keep on top of the weeds as when they're little. Well, there's some little ones coming through, I'll show you. We're going to nip them in the bud. Going to position the new patio slabs. Show you the pond, which is slowly filling up with loads of rainwater. Harvest a couple of leeks and then see what we've got left for time. So it's actually going to be quite a busy one because I don't need to go help my sister till later on this afternoon now. And I've run a few errands for Vicky, which gets me brownie points, which means I can stay down here longer. Got my screws. Oh, I want to put my notice board up as well. Quite a few things to do then. Use a little bit of powdered milk. They did have powdered milk in World War II anyway, so that's not an issue. I might as well show you while I'm letting the kettle boil. So it's these little ones down here, look. These ones coming up between the onions. If you pull them out while they're small, you can pull them out, roots and all. Take a little bit of time, but what I'll do at the end is I'll put some music on my phone and then I'll just get on and pull them all out while I'm chilling out just before I leave. But I just want to give you an idea of what it looks like. So we're pulling the weeds out when they're at that stage as opposed to getting big, overwhelming the onions, which have all come through, you can see, and just keeping on top of it that way. Just throw all the weeds into the pot as I go. Do a few more while I'm waiting on that kettle. With the ground being wet, it's easy to get these out. I'm taking them out with the whole root, stops them coming back anyway. Right, I reckon that kettle's boiled. Yeah, she's done. Turn that off, get the brew on the go. How's everyone else's week been? What have you been up to in your garden allotment? Let me know in the comments what you've been up to. It's that kind of time of year to get things done, get big jobs done, get things organised. Looking around the allotment as I come in today, lots of people have dug over stuff, put covering over the areas they're not growing on. Let us know what you've got planned for the rest of the year, because we're in November now, so we've got a couple of months left, and then we're going to start thinking forwards to the new year, the new growing season, stuff like that. Just finished the first full week back at work since I was off with my bad back, and I feel great. I feel really good this week. It's been a really good week. Work's definitely something which keeps me in a routine, more organised. I don't tend to drift through the days then. I've got a spider hanging down. Can you see that? There he is. Wonder if my camera can pick that up. There you go, got Mr. Spider hanging off my hat. I kept wondering what that was. Pop him outside. There you go, mate. So yeah, been a busy week. Been at work. I've been focusing on this World War II diet. I love doing the World War II diets. I actually really enjoy it. I feel better for it. I don't know, I feel lighter. It's a weird thing to say. I don't feel so bloated all the time because a lot of it's healthy vegetables and stuff like that. What else has gone on this week? I've had a channel review, so I paid a little bit of money. So with the bits of money I make on YouTube, I've decided that over the next year or so, I'm going to invest as much as possible into the channel just to improve things. And one of the first things I did is I paid a guy, I don't know if anyone follows him, but his name's Dusty Porter. So he's a guy who I listened to when I first got into YouTube, and he explains algorithms. I won't bore everyone with the details, but he explains how to run a YouTube channel, how to organise things, how to do stuff. And I got to the point where I feel like I needed a little bit of advice and help. So what I did is I paid some money. I think it was $50. I paid $50. I think it was like £38 to have my channel reviewed. And then he sent me back a video, which I received yesterday, and he critiques the channel. So a few things he picked up on. And I personally think it was worth the money. So this guy's been doing podcasts for years and years. He's had YouTube channels for years and years, and he does a lot of one-on-one coaching. Now, I'm not at the point where I want to pay for coaching or anything like that. I just thought if I could get some eyes on the channel, see things that I couldn't see. So on the description section of my channel, I bunged in a load of links which weren't working very well. You had to like double click on them and move over. But YouTube offers you the facility to add in links which are highlighted blue, and they come up on the actual description themselves. Sounds like a silly thing, but I just couldn't see it. I didn't realise. This weekend and going forwards up till January, I'm doing a little bit to rejuvenate, to freshen up and organise my channel. So you might see a few changes going on. So the description on my YouTube channel has now got the link to my Amazon wish list, a proper link to the channel Discord, which is a community we're building over there. It's a free community for you guys if you want to jump in, sharing, growing, allotments, preserving, and a lot of food challenges. You can share your pets, everything. It's a more interactive site full of helpful, friendly people sharing their recipes and stuff like that. So that's on there. My email link is on there as well. My second channel, my fishing channel, which is a small baby channel, which I've just started a couple of months ago. There's a link on there for that as well. And there's a link for my Patreon. I'm waffling on way too long. I'm going to stop waffling about it, but that's where I'm at the moment. I'm also going back through all my old thumbnails and changing them. I'm going to try and make all my thumbnails have a theme. So you might see some of the older videos, the thumbnails are changing. Some of the titles are changing. I've changed my home page. So now as you click on my home page, you're going to get, I think there's 5 playlists. So you've got limited budget food challenges and food challenges. You've got World War II stuff, diets and recipes, allotment diaries. Another playlist, which is full of loads of videos, is going to have recipes, reviews and random content. And then I've got something else. But anyway, I've done the playlist. I did it all last night. I stayed up late. I'm trying to, basically, I paid money for this review. He's told me what I should do to improve the channel. Why pay money for someone to tell you how to improve something and not do it? So I'm basically saying over the next couple of months, you're going to see me doing all that ready for January. And then I'm going to put a new schedule in. I'll keep you guys all updated on it. I've exhausted myself with waffling. Thank you for listening if you managed to get through half of that. I'll grab my cup of tea, then we're going to get on and get that guttering done. So there's the downpipe. I think that we can push that out a little bit like that and then have that go down. But as you can see, definitely get a lot of water from it. So I'm going to fill the pond up, I think. So I've got a lot of pipe in there as well, which probably can do with moving. How high is the water butt going to be? Let's have a look. So I'm going to want it there. Maybe put it on some bricks as well. What do we reckon? Get the lid off for a minute. Right, so I've got the water butt done. I hadn't actually pressed record, which is frustrating, but I've just done it so that the pipe runs down from the top directly down into the water butt itself, which is one of the water butts which was here when we took it on. It's on a base with some bricks, and then we got the tap on the go as well. So let's see how we get on with this water butt. But that's one job done anyway. Right, I think I'm going to put these slabs, because I keep walking around this area. I think I'm going to put some of the slabs, just going to put them down in there so you can walk across from that side. So that's plan number 2. I'll pull out some of the weeds while we're at it as well. You can probably hear there's loads going on with football at the school grounds again. Busy down there on Saturday mornings. So I'm just picking up slabs. A couple, 2, 3, 4 at a time if I have to go to B&Q. I'm just going from there, to be honest. Just going to level these out a little bit because I don't want them to crack when I'm walking across them. So I know they're not imperfect, but they don't need to be perfect when we're putting them on this ground at the allotment. They just need to be stable to walk around, just to give us access around the different parts of the plot without having to walk on mud 24/7. Just having to think where I want to put these signs. I don't know if I like them up there like that. That might be an idea. Or do I want them a bit closer so I can see them better? Like there, maybe there. Put them up here. Someone did say to me, advise me to laminate this, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not too fussed how long it lasts because it's out the back of a seed catalogue. And I don't have a laminator, so I don't particularly want to go buy a laminator just for one job. Unless I need a laminator for other things down the line, then maybe, but I think I'll make do with it like that. Now, I should have some small screws in here somewhere. I'm definitely going to have this here. I think I've actually made some holes in the whiteboard itself because it's a magnet one. I didn't realise that. That's fine, that holds it in place. So I've got my little tick list of things to do. I've got my 2 dig for victory signs up in the shed. But what I should really be doing, which is what I'm going to get on with now, is digging over another section of the plot, because I said last week that we really should be digging while it's sunny, and it's sunny. So no excuses. I'm going to get on and get that done. Rain clouds are coming in. I've dug over and weeded as much of the weeds as I can from this section. So I measured it out. So I've got another load of the black weed matting, but it will let the moisture through, unlike that black plastic like we discussed in a previous episode. So I'm going to cover this up. I've dug the edges out. As you can see, I'm working my way down section by section. Didn't think I'd get this done today, so I'm really happy with that. Just going to get it covered over. We're getting there section by section. So as you can see, I'm just doing it chunk by chunk. Definitely looks better with that weed matting laid down once it's dug over. I've got 2 more sections to do here before we make it up to where the polytunnel is going to go. But that's a job for another day. I do need to straighten that line up a little bit. Can you see that? Slightly off. But it's looking good. I think I'm going to call that a day, other than grabbing some more leaks, because look at the rain clouds. I think we made the most of the sunshine. Been here a few hours digging, so, and this is all the debris from digging out. I'm not going to shove it all in there because that's going to end up full before I know it, and I want to stagger those out over the years. So I think what I'll do is I'll just load these up. Next week we'll try and incorporate a tip run, so I'll come down depending on the weather after rugby. I think Shire's only got rugby training next week, so I might be able to get down here on a Sunday. But I'm going to try and do a tip run, get rid of a load of this stuff, do a bit more weeding, and we'll see where we're at for other jobs. So that leaves me to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for all the feedback and the advice. I appreciate everyone's tips, advice and feedback. I will see you back down here next week for another weekly allotment update.